position to give importance to all patients. You must also have tried convincing such patients. May
இப்ப ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி ஏறிடுச்சு.
Dear participants, we will be starting the webinar shortly. Dear participants, our speaker would be joining us any minute. He is having certain network issues, so kindly bear with us.
Question.
Dear participants, I understand that you have been waiting for some time, but the speaker is having network issues. He's trying to sort it out. Please bear with us as we try to connect him to the session.
Yeah, Karthik, and good morning to all those who are present here. Very good morning to all.
Good morning, Doctor. We will be starting the session right now. So thank you everyone for waiting online. The session, we'll be beginning it now. I will the third session of the Faculty Development Program Week, that is on outcome-based education. It is organized by the Institute of Engineering Research and Public in association with United Innovators, Asia Sciences, and New Horizon College of Engineering. To say a few words about the main organizer. Institute for Engineering Research and Publication is on its way to digitize innovation processes through our professional networking services and thus providing an integrated virtual scientific community, mutual engagement, exploring potential of researchers, creating a cooperative and collaborative academic environment. To talk a few words about the Every student has the flexibility and freedom of learning in their ways. There is more than one method of learning. It reduces comparison among the students as everyone has a different target, completely involves students taking responsibility for their goals. This FTP has 14 sessions, 2 sessions per day, and on the 28th July 2022, there are 3 sessions, and we have 14 eminent speakers who are going to share their knowledge with you. Now, I would like to move on to today's session. Today is the session 3, and it is the great expectations from industry, parents, and students from educational institutions by Professor Dr. Ajay Rana, the Director General of Amity University, Noida. To say a few words about our eminent keynote speaker of today, he's presently working as a Vice Chancellor with Shobit University, a deemed to be university, Meerut. Before that, he was with Amity University, Noida for more than 21 years. He has a total experience of working in senior position in administration in more than 22 years. He possesses a complete understanding of acts, statutes, and ordinances of the university, good governance about the university systems. He is well read about the NEP and expert in curricular development as per the NEP guidance. He is currently also a member of the consultative group NEP 2020 CBSE Ministry of Education, GOI, and independent director of Rajasthan Venture Capital Fund, Rajasthan Trustee Company Private Limited, GOR India, and Sahaj Synergy Technologies Private Limited, India.
She will be
An outstanding academic record, a product of prestigious system throughout. He's obtained an MTech and PhD in computer science and engineering. He has been conferred with honorary professorship from various universities. His area of interest include machine learning, the Internet of Things, augmented reality, software engineering, and soft computing. He has 72 plus patents under his name, and he has published more than 279 research papers in reputed journals like ACM, Springer, Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, and many others. He's attended many international and national conferences. He had co-authored about 9 books and has co-edited 36 conference proceedings. He is honored with 243 awards and recognitions for his extraordinary work in the field of education and research. He is well regarded for his deep commitment, indestructible determination, humbleness, and passion for societal upliftment. On that note, I would like to welcome Dr. Ajay Rana to deliver his keynote address. Sir, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Dr. Fatima. It's my honor to be the part of such this consortium or this faculty development program that was organized by IFERP. Hope so. I'm audible, Dr. Fatima.
I'm sorry, sir. Your voice is going in and out.
Wait for a moment.
Your voice is breaking.
Is I'm audible now?
Dr. Rana?
Yeah, please.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Wait for a moment, please, ma'am. Wait for a moment. Fatima, hope so I'm audible. Dr. Fatima, can you hear me?
Sir, we all can hear you, sir.
Yes, we are hearing. We are hearing.
So thank you for updating me. Thank you, Sandeep. So I request you all, those who are present here, because we are faculties, we are here to share our knowledge. I request you all, those who want to listen me, please switch on your camera. So that is one ethical thing that we are here one-on-one meeting. So that is about the interaction between all of us. If you have some engagement with your family, with your friend, with your job, then I request you please leave the meeting because I'm not here to pressurizing you that you are here to receive one certificate or only for time's sake for this FDP. Because if we are not honest towards our commitment, if we are not honest towards our dedication, like you are here for 1 hour, so we should respect each other. I respect you, you respect me. So I humble request you, those persons, those professors, those torch bearers, the faculties, those who are the camera switch off, you please leave now. I'm here to share my knowledge only 5%, then I feel more comfortable. I feel more happy if I will share my knowledge with 1 or 2% from this forum. So thank you, those who are Siddharth Varmaji, Shruti, and Dr. C.R. Ratish, that you open your camera. Thank you. I respect you a lot, and I respect the other person, those who are present here. So my point is that first, I humbly thank to the organizers, especially Dr. Pooja and Dr. Karthik, as well as the Fatima, those who read my profile across the torchbearer. You are the faculties, you are the professors, and I'm also belong to the same community. I was with one of the founder member of many organizations and the former vice chancellor of one of the best university in the country. I'm in the Amity for last 22 years. To start Amity journey with only 32 students. Why I'm here share with you? Because I belong to your family. You and me in the same family. We are the person who always feel more proud that education is not like our second journey, or industry not accept us, then we are here to join academics. Sorry. I'm extremely sorry if you are feeling like that. someone is not offer you a job in the industry, you are not good, that's why they are not accept you. You are the torch bearer. You are the person who's responsible for many prime ministers, the president, the chief ministers, the MLAs or MPs, not only for our country, but across the globe. So first and most important point is that you are the first person who is responsible for not only Mother India, but Mother Earth. You are the person where always parents, where you say that about their wards are so important, and their parents send their wards under your leadership. Okay, that you groom them, you nurture them, be the future leader of our Mother Earth. Why I say to the Mother Earth? You know that during pandemic, when the entire world faced a lot of problems, but when the medicine invented by UK or America or India, how fast that medicine transfer from one place to another place. And we are here save the lives of the many persons where that is a God gifted. If this pandemic, Mr. Satish, can you mute yourself? Yeah, please. Thank you. So this pandemic is not like a pandemic, but the God provide us the opportunity. We are so lucky here to save around thousands and the lakhs of lives. You are the person who motivate on screen and off screens many future leaders. So first of all, I hats off to you. All those who are present here, you are not an ordinary person. You are the today's Dronacharyas. You are today's Chanakyas. You are today's the Gurus. And I remember, I salute to all of you. Guru Gobind Dahu Khade Kake Lage Pae. Balihari Guru Aapne Guru Gobind Diyo Bataye. You are the person where all small and the big person give the stature of a God. So today onwards, realize these things. Do not compare your personal life.
I believe the speaker is having certain network issues. Let's just wait a few minutes for him to join back in. Welcome back, Doctor. We had lost
So
you in
sorry.
between.
I'm so sorry. There are some net issues there. Can you hear me,
Yes, sir.
Dr.
We can
Fatim?
hear you. Yes, sir.
So again, I request you all those who are present, please switch on your camera. So I'm so sorry. There are some network issues there. So a point is that my topic about this, the great expectations, from the industry, from parents, and the please switch on. If anyone, Abhiya, Dipali, or some other person, please, I request you all, please switch on your camera so that you will find my proper interaction with you. Can you hear me? Yeah, Siddharth, thank you. Siddharth, can you, I need your help, Siddharth Verma ji, so please update me if my connection may be lost.
Sure,
So
sir.
I'm here to, sure, sir, thank you. So there's expectations, and why this expectation from industry? You know that the many orientations are going on, outcome-based education. Sometimes we face a problem by the UGC, NIRF. In the today's scenario, they categorize the professors by their Scopus Index publications, or you say that about the NAC recognition, the PhD holders, the former, this the president of India, Kalam sir, with the president, this the doctorate before joining the DRDO. Then why the government make expectations that you join with any research lab, you must have PhD or MPhil or the postdoctorate? Is the selection process based on only and only on the basis of about our main next degree or next value? Yes, there is a interaction between good or bad things. I correct you that you are not the bad. You are the best person in the world. Because Almighty God gave you around, Hindi में कहावत है ना, 18 लाख योनियों के बाद, means around 18,000 lakhs of this that you take the birth. So no one can feel that we will provide you the outcome based education, outcome based delivery with respect to whatever we taught to our student. But there's the great expectations by three parameters. One is about the industry, second is about the parents, and third most about the student. And any one of them, not all of them, it is not possible that everyone touch every sector. If you touch any one of them, like the students, industry, then you are again complete full justification towards your life and towards the mission. What is this? What about the industries? You know that in the current scenario, we are more focusing towards cutting edge technologies. The scenario of mechanical, see the scenario of electrical, see the scenario of the electronics and communication branches. Is we are here to provide the outcome-based education? Is we are here to justify towards the industry demand? We are here to identify that how I am brilliant with respect to machine learning or deep learning or AI. In Dubai, they have a separate minister with respect to AI. And a lot of the renowned educationists, during their talk, they are belong to some renowned institution where three words maybe means IITs, IIMs, NITs. They are totally focused only and only that we are the best, we are the worst situation, our country is not up to the mark. I'm so sorry. These are the persons who always said that they are best and our country is the worst. You know that during pandemic, our literacy rate with respect to IT or IT services only 32%. And how smart we are, how brilliant our faculties and our parents and our students are during pandemic and up to the urge or the end of pandemic, our literacy rate is around more than 69% population, those who are literate with respect to the IT or ITS services. Before pandemic, when the second class or third class or the nursery or the fifth class or the 12th class students, whenever their parents about stop them, ki do not watch TV or do not spend your more time with the mobile phones or IT, there's YouTube and others. But during pandemic, we parents give our mobile phone to them, ki beta, please join your class. And that's why our literacy rate may be increased. The same is with respect to industry expectations. You see the growth of Infosys for the yesterday newspaper is around more than 27 to 28%. All IT or ITS services, they have the growth from around 2 or 3 folds. Who are responsible for that? You are the person. Because during pandemic, you are not here to find a single strike or single this the side obligation that our teachers or our professors not working hard or not working as per their expectation. Everyone contribute themselves. So there's a myth between AI or machine learning or deep learning. If you are in civil, if you are in mechanical, if you are in electrical, if you are in electronics, do your best. Why I say the 3 words? You know that many institutions, they are the central universities, earlier Agrawal committee, 500 with a 500-acre land, 500 crore and 500-acre land. What about the outcome of that universities? They are not able to groom or grab the students as per the expectations. So, because these are the government institutions and we all are here the private. So, government means like a commerce, private means like you said about the business, and commerce means how to run a business. Siddharth, can you hear me? Ratish, can you hear me, Dr.
Yes, sir, you
Ratish?
can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Thank you, Dr. Ratish. Thank you, because sometimes the picture may be static now, so that I'm confused that I'm audible or not. So
I
please,
can understand.
thank you,
I will
Dr.
give it
Ratish.
feedback in case if there is any lack in sort.
So the point is that commerce means how to run a business. Central government has a corpus of fund. They distribute these funds to the government sectors, and they are able to invest or purchase the software, the hardware, and design the lab as per the industry demand. What about the private institutions? They are here to generate their own funds with their family business, with their corpus, and start the education sector. And business definition means only and only to earn profit. Then the why government say realize that the private institutions are in the urge of earning money? Why Modi ji's give a vision to us that our economy may be $5 trillion? So everyone, do not compare yourself with X and Y or X, Y or Z factor. Do your best. You know that Madame Curie, when the second time she received the Nobel Prize, one time physics, then chemistry. If one lady received the Nobel Prize in the 2 different streams, why we are not here to justify towards our knowledge? Education is not like that you are expert in X, Y, or Z factors. Education means you are the best use. So at that time, Madame Curie wished that time, I hope there may be a term artificial intelligence when the machine can talk. So there is not a rocket science, but it is up to us how we use these terms, how we use these technologies for the futurement of our young generations or of our young leaders. When I was passed out from the college, there's the one term ICT, information communication technologies. information communication technologies at that time. There's a peak during 1999 or 2000. But what about in the current scenario? So that is an expectation by the industry. And ICD, not ICT, and ICD, and ICD means innovation. If you belong to any field, innovate something new with respect to your field or interdisciplinary or related field. C means communication. Communicate. So if you have some idea, if you have some innovation, communicate towards the respective agencies. Because Apple is not like Apple in a one day, or Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn. They are not big that they are manufacturing a huge amount of about the machines or the Apple phones. Sorry, they are big and small due to the copyright or the patents. There are one single deal by this Samsung and the Apple, $25 billion. One company against to the other company. You know the scene of the Fuji Labs. You know the scene of Sony. So the great expectation by the industry means, and the third word is D. D means the die. If you are not able to innovate something new, communicate your innovation to the respective agency, then your idea may be taken care by some other person. So industry means like a small 2 or 3 years the parameters. So your responsibility is that do your best with respect to the current demand. Sometimes industry may visit your campus. They approach to you that we are here to hire a machine learning students or the data centers or XYZ technology. But if you are here to groom the good manpower, then you will, end of the day, you will find that you are the best person. So the word is IoT. You know, IoT means Internet of Things. And that is not my cup of tea. Like when I go to the market, I request you all those who are present here, please switch on your camera. Otherwise, please leave the meeting. I'm here to share my mind with Dr. Ratish, Dr. Siddharth, and Dr. Suchitra or Dipali. I request to all those who are not present here. Means they're the two things. I'm free, means I have no time, means I'm totally free, no one recognized me, that's why I'm here to address you. Or I'm here keenly interested to share my views on the recommendation of Dr. Pooja and Karthik. Yes, I'm here to share something new with respect to the gurus. So humble request, those who are not here to interested, please leave the meeting. We all five are here to share our knowledge, to interact with each other. So that is a main thing. I'm not here comparing myself with the Professor K.K. Agarwal, Professor S.C. Saxena, Professor Yogesh Singh. They are or Dr. D.H. Chauhan, they are the founders of various channels. They are my mentors. That what about my fault that I'm young? What about my fault that I am the founder and vice chancellor of many universities? That is not my fault. I belong to your, that's why I'm here to share some beautiful thoughts. Key end of the day that any one of from your community be like that, like I'm here to see that person. That's why I request only 5% I'm keenly interested to share my knowledge. So IoT, like when you go with any shopping center or shopping mall or any car, you buy a car. Now you buy a car means your aim is to only to drive a car, not to manufacture a car. So please remember one thing. If you are trained the manpower in the machine learning, deep learning, cutting edge technologies, you are providing the engineers in the wrong directions. Like a mechanical, they are not here to manufacture a car. Is the person who buy the Mercedes, is the person is responsible to means repair a Mercedes or open an engine? Sorry, you're engineer, be a driver. Whenever any problem, call the customer care number, invite this engineer, and that engineer may be responsible to make changes in your car, and you are the persons who enjoy the car facilities. And that is a property of encapsulation in the abstraction in object-oriented programming. And that is the first property. As an engineer, Narayan Murthy ji, Nandan Ninkani ji, Asim Prem ji, Elon Musk, Mark Bezos, they are not about the hardcore engineers. They are the persons who know how to change the entire world, patent about the copyrights. So that is a demand. IoT means only 5 to 7% populations across the globe who the companies or the invest their money to making a machine like a mobile phone. What is the cost of one manufactured mobile phone, Apple phone? Around 20,000, 40,000 as per the Indian currency. But whenever you buy this mobile phone, the cost is around 1 lakh or 70,000 plus. Please try to understand these things. And all these things based on the technology, on the basis of various applications, on the basis of security. So IoT means only 5 to 7% populations. Then second point is about IOE, where we are here to use these technologies, these mobile phones, these technologies for our day-to-day life easy, like smart homes, smart cities, smart car, AC, fridge, and on this around 30 to 35% populations across the globe use these facilities, like Alexa, like Siri, Bixby, or they are the persons who we use the internet of means IoT, internet of everything. We use these technologies system for our betterment of our life. But what about the rest population? Is we compare ourselves that is the world? Sorry, that is not about the guy. What about the small kid, those who belong to the nursery or KG? You know that Dr. Ratish or Ambika, our kids, they are very smart. They are very smart to handle the mobile phone as fast than me. Dr. Siddharth, correct me if I'm wrong. Our kids are brilliant, really brilliant. Sometimes they hack the my phones or our technology like that. We are not able to see all these things. What about whenever Suchitra Bandiji, when you go with any vegetable shop, you buy the vegetable from this the person, and he said, "Madam, one close this aloo and the bhindi tinda, the costing itna kg," and that person is so smart, so calculative, and you are here sometimes feel that can I open my phone and make a calculate the amount is correct or wrong? And you were so embarrassed on that situation. He said, "Ma'am, 81 rupees," and but the calculation is 60 rupees. And you are so embarrassed, you give the 80 rupees to them and come back to home. And again sit with your husband, Suchitra, correct me if I'm wrong, and you make again calculation for this. And if something may be wrong, then you approach to back to the vegetable shop and you said, "Bhaiya, शर्म नहीं आती आपसे, हम सामान कभी नहीं खरीदेगा आपसे, कैलकुलेशन आपने गलत की है." Why? Because the person is so calculative, the person is so brilliant, use the mind, use the system, and convert us, that is our calculation. Their calculation mathematics so fast. One time, Dr. Ratish, I find one of the politicians said, I in my classroom read 1a plus b whole square equal to plus 2ab, and that person said in open public, "Is this is useful for me?" Sorry, that is not useful for him or her. When the plane take off, that may be used on the Bernoulli's theorem. So the teacher or MLA, they are not responsible to use this system, but this is responsible for the engineers. We take a money from this minister or take a money from that MLA to develop a plane. The where b is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. And that's why many persons said to us, what is the use of trigonometry in our day-to-day life? What is the use of chemistry in our life? What is the use of biology in our life? What is the use of physics? What is the use of sociology? I'm so sorry. We are here to use life. If the petrol is manufactured by only the car maker, then end of the day, you find that the one car manufacturer and the petrol both are the same garage. Why the government not sell the petrol and the car to the one person? Everyone is their own responsible. And that's why we have many gods. God is one. Vaheguru, Allah, Jesus, Ram, Rahim. They are the many gods. Why we call not the one God? Because we are not here to think beyond that. And you are the God. You are the creator of many. You are not an ordinary person. And that's last word is IOV. And that IOV, where around thousands, like Dr. Suchitra, I said to you about the vegetable point of view, that is IOV. And IOV means Internet of Values. How these rickshawala, how the car driver, how the this reel, those who are making in their daily life, earning around lakhs of money through one reel. Internet of values, how we use these for the betterment of our society. So that type of relationship we have, and that is the same expectation by industry from us. Use IoT and IoT or IOE, we are here to work IOV. Now it is your turn to use for their betterment. Please educate the illiterate persons. Yes, I respect my ministers. I respect my seniors. I respect my bosses because we are here to educate them. So whenever next time when the minister asks the same nonsense question, where I use A plus B, then remove the plug of this microphone and said, okay, ab bola aap suna ke dikha. Bola, sir, that is a real example of waves and propagation, how the waves flow from one place to another place. What is the ego? You convert them, you guide them. Sir, whenever you drink the water in the Bisleri bottle, there's a nothing, but that is about the biology. So industry expectation is not like that, or outcome-based education. We are bonded here by NAC, and I'm witness about that college, those who have dummy faculty. You are surprised that dummy means dummy. They have no student. But what about their NAC ranking? A plus. Oh, by God. A. College have no students, dummy faculty, dummy, everything dummy, but they have ranking is A. A plus. Really shows shame. You know that what is the this government colleges? Please involve me for this NAC accreditation inspection team. I'm planning to go with XYZ college, be the member of NAC team or NIRF team or so NBA team. They are here to share their resume to the many persons. I quote, again I quote, if anyone have any doubt, because I am not here to disclose the name of these universities and colleges, but that is the fact behind this. We are here to nurture, not request to you. You take at least 2 or 3 students from every year. I have around 300 plus publications. Yes, I said yes, I have 300 publications. 19 patents in my name. Yes, I have. I feel more proud. How it is possible? Every year I take at least 2 or 4 students from first year, groom them. That is my future. I'm here not to make myself as a IAS or IPS or a minister, but I feel more proud. My students are right now the various MLAs or the MPs and the IAS and the IPS or the good vice chancellors. I always feel more proud. If I produce around more than 25 PhD scholars, 25 multiplied by 10 is equal to 250 publications. That is my outcome. What about patent? I've got 500 MTech or BTech or UG or PG student. Only 200 top minds. I request to you as a teacher, as a parent, your responsibility to groom at least 2 to 3%, and they are to change the entire life. So faculties, end of the day, whenever you are in education sector, your bosses maybe torture you. Like I'm not torture my team. You check my reputation towards my colleagues. I'm 100%. Please do your best. Ranking is mine. But your professors, your heads, your directors, like my colleagues, yeah, what about your PBS? सर इतनी कॉपी चेक करी, इतना इंटरव्यू दिया, इतना 100% नहीं. What about your PBS? You know the criteria number 3, जहाँ पे कोई लिमिट ही नहीं है. एक आदमी मजे से काम कर रहा है. In fact, you can't believe पैसा देके स्कोपस इंडेक्स पब्लिकेशंस भी होते हैं, खूब चल रहे हैं, और उस पे फिर हम जैसे क्या करेंगे? So request to you, identify at least 2 or 3 potential, see your mission and the vision of your life for next 2 or 3 years. When I go with the US, UK, across the globe, I always stay with my alumni. I always stay with my students, because you know that to stay always with my father, how I assume that my son or my daughter in the next day, they are ready to invite me. Sometime maybe or sometime may not be. But what about 2 lakh plus alumni, those who are passed out from my organization? That is, they are my daughter and sons. Leaders, many IAS, when I visit to Ayodhya, I call the DM of this Ayodhya, Abhishek, I'm coming to Ayodhya, see Ayodhya. Sir, please come. When I go to the Northeast, Brigadier Satish. Now Satish is the director, Brigadier Satish is the Director General of Aadhaar at the Bangalore. So please, that is about students. Are you ready to develop the BTech computer science engineers? Why I share the name of Narayan Murthy or Nandan Ninkani or Asim Premji or Kalam Sahab. I have met with the Kalam Sahab around many times. Why Kalam Sahab received before Rao Sahab? Why Kalam Sahab not developed many the research when he was the president of our country? So you good leaders, and that is IOV. You are the hair where the many person touch your feet, and you always bless them. Possible only and only whenever you are motivated. So groom the students, not like a engineer or management student or a mass communication. Groom like a all-rounder. And that's why sometime like our honorable former President Kalam Sahab maybe. Draupadi ji, you identify our recent President Draupadi ji. You know how the chai wala make a prime minister of our country? Is that person always sell the chai on the railway station? So sorry, sometime some person click on the photograph and that photograph may be highlighted. To make a one call कि मोदी तो फोटो खिंचवाने के लिए बना हुआ है, देखो बॉटल फेंकता है फिर उठाता है फिर बोलता है फोटो बनाओ. आपने कितने प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स के फोटो देखे आज तक? किसी और के नहीं देखे होंगे. Why not they are not use these strategies for their day-to-day life? Respect our leaders. अगर वो कर सकता है तो हम भी चलो करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. चलो हम भी किसी गरीब को गले लगाते हैं. किसने मना किया आपको? Why they the 2%? महात्मा गांधी जी क्यों नोट पर आए? उन्होंने भी झाड़ू लगाई थी हरिजन के वहां पर, और मोदी जी ने भी लगाई है. कोट करना आप मेरा वर्ड, आज से 15-20 साल बाद आप नोट की तरफ 2 फोटो देखोगे, एक तरफ इधर एक तरफ उधर, तभी तो एक ब्लैंक रखा हुआ है. बट प्लीज respect our chief ministers, the ministers, professors, the faculties, the directors, the director general, the vice chancellors, and we are here to produce such type of manpower. That is the student life. रही मन यही संसार में मिली हुई सभी समान, ना जाने किस रूप में नारायण मिल जाए. इट इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू ग्रूम द बेस्ट पर्सन. पता नहीं कल को कौन आपका यहाँ से साईं बाबा आ जाए, कोई वाहिगुरु आ जाए, कोई जीसस आ जाए, कोई ऐसा कैंडिडेट आपके सामने से आपके हाथों से निकल जाए. किसी को थोड़ी ना पता था कि सचिन तेंदुलकर इतना बड़ा पहुंचेगा, कि आपका कोच था उसको ये अवार्ड मिलेगा. किसी को थोड़ी ना पता था कि मोदी साहब प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन जाएंगे. तो अपने गुरु से कैसे मिलने गए थे? आप मोदी साहब की लैंग्वेज देखना, बॉडी लैंग्वेज, जिसने उनको पढ़ाया था, वो उनके सामने कुछ बोल ही नहीं सकते. एंड दैट्स आई नीड योर हेल्प. अगेन आई रिपीट, रही मन यही संसार में मिली हुई सभी समान, ना जाने किस रूप में नारायण मिल जाए. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ डेवलप द स्टूडेंट्स टू द सोसाइटी. Parents, they are the persons who always invest money. Their diamonds on their kids. I am so thankful to Almighty God. I am so thankful to such parents, those who deposit the fee on time, and after that my kids may go to the schools. I'm so thankful to the parents who sacrifice their life, that their words may be best. So do not compare about the simple thing that parents, they are always think beyond our imaginations. Because in this life, the choices that God gave the best parent or the worst parents. And same with respect to gurus like Modi ji. When the Modi ji pass out from nursery class to the graduation, why Modi ji remember only the one guru? Why not the others? Why only one person? Why we make a Chanakya and why the Dronacharya's name only? It is our choice, like when the one grass or the one paneer. When you go with the restaurant, the cost maybe both are the different. But the grass, when take the animals, or like जब गाय उस घास को खाती है, उस फ्रूट को खाती है, तो वो दूध देती है. दूध से पनीर ही उसकी मार्केट रेस्टोरेंट में वैल्यू देखो क्या होती है. तो आपके पास वही एक रॉ मटेरियल है. इंडस्ट्री एक्सपेक्टेशंस, whenever we receive the small crystals, those who are passed out from the schools, 10th, 12th, they pass out from the schools, come to the college. It is our responsibility to convert this soil into a clay. Please write down this word. Convert this soil into the clay, and it is up to the industry duty how to convert this clay into the beautiful dolls. So that is the entire the outcome. If you are here, those I'm here, Dr. Rati, Dr. Shena, Ambika, and Suchita, thank you that I'm here to see you. Dr. Gayatri, and Dipti. So if you produce at least 1 or 2 persons from your life, enjoy these moments. Someone asked to me how many kids you have. इसके पास यूएस में रुका था कि यूके में रुका था? होते आ रहे हैं. Forget about machine learning, deep learning, outcome based. What about next? Nothing is free in this world. You know, next when is Dr. Suchitra, you the part of NAC team? Sorry, this NPTEL team? Dr. Suchitra, I am not. I'm not about you, but I've said that I am not. Earning, सबको पैसा कमाने का लगा हुआ है. Person from IITs or NITs, they are earning money. Nothing is free. If maybe free, then why they need a certification? You invest around next 1100 rupees plus GST 1800 rupees to 2500 rupees, and after that NPTEL issue the certificate, and there's a merging with respect to our degree. Is that is the outcome? Sorry, that is not outcome. That is a learning. This SWAM, MOOC, NPTEL. I'm ready to challenge the government. I'm the part of the many part of this the government of Rajasthan or the central government. But the concern is that is the good practices, very good. Is the college reduce such type of amount from their fees? No. We educate the student. ठीक है, आप market से ले आओ, हमें दे देना, हम आपके merge कर देंगे. Dr. Sheena, be the part of NPTEL. Dr. Ratish, आप तो हो सकते हैं. Siddharth Verma ji, you are the part of NPTEL. You are design the content, you deliver the content, and end of the day, a win-win situation, and that is really a outcome-based education. So this NPTEL, SWAM, MOOC, they are earning agencies for some. So that was not a really outcome-based education. Outcome-based education is that if Dr. Ambika, if you produce at least 2 or 3 persons like your son or daughter, like your कि मुझे तो वाइस चांसलर बनना था, मैं बना 39 में बात करता, मैं तो एक्सेप्ट किया. मैं सोच मुझे बनना, वो आईएएस बन गया. जब भी उसके पास जाऊंगा वो हमेशा झुका रहेगा, कभी खड़ा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि उसको ग्रूम किया है नेक्स्ट 4 इयर्स तक. उसको अपनी पॉकेट से पैसे से खाना खिलाया है. खाना इन द सेंस, वो तो हमारे यहाँ के बच्चे तो मैगी खाते हैं, बहुत महंगी महंगी चीजें खाते हैं. उनको अपना आई कार्ड दिया कि जाओ 10% डिस्काउंट ले लेना, 20% डिस्काउंट ले लेना. Any restaurant, and they use my card, I am belong to so and so, give me a 10 to 15% discount. That type of relationship we are here, that type of outcome-based education. I'm not here to deliver a presentation in front of you, because वो कहीं ना कहीं से आपको कंटेंट मिल जाता. बोलते अरे राणा सर ने भी वही कंटेंट दिया है तो नेट पर था. हो सकता है मेरा ही कंटेंट किसने लिया हो, उसका कंटेंट मैंने लिया और एक बना के आपको नई प्रेजेंटेशन दी. So we are not here to educate each other. We are here to share our knowledge. And I feel honor be the part of such galaxy, be the part of such forum. And thank to this opportunity, Dr. Karthik, a special thank to you. And Dr. Fatima, thank you to you that you read my profile. And I'm not here to apply for a job, but thank you that all number of publication. Oh, great. I have visited so and so. So thank you, Dr. Fatima, to brush my knowledge so that I always be motivated. I here to find some person. Thank you, Dr. Siddharth Verma, Dr. Ratish, Dr. Dipali, Suchita ji, and Dr. Gayatri and Dr. Ambika. Thank you to follow my the instruction that you are here to Dr. Sina as well, to open your camera. So really I'm so lucky that you follow, and I hope that you are the persons who always ready to change the entire world. If Nandan Nilekani said that कितने लोग हैं जो बैलेंस लाइफ you know लेता नहीं वैसे उनका नाम कभी. There's the one famous quote, work life balance. When they go with any NIT or IIT, they said work life balance. You know that whenever you buy any car from the showroom, they said 4 year guarantee free, guaranteed warranty. कुछ भी खराब होगा वापस ले आना. Why only for same is applicable to us? आपको कुछ नहीं होगा up to 40 years तक. Don't bother about. आपको कोई बीमारी नहीं होगी. बीमारी पता है क्यों होती है? जब पैसा ज्यादा आने लगता है, आपका माइंड लगता है कहाँ लगाऊंगा, कैसे लगाऊंगा, कितना खर्च करूंगा, तब आपको बीमारी आती है. तो जब उन्होंने कोट किया वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, तो मैंने उनसे क्वेश्चन पूछा था, आप ये बताइए टारगेट ऑडियंस इज 18 ईयर टू 24 ईयर्स. आप बताइए जब आप 18 ईयर में थे क्या करते थे, अबाउट कि आप 40 ईयर्स में और 65 ईयर में आप क्या कर रहे हो. आप बताओ जब आप 18 ईयर के थे तो आप कैसे स्ट्रगल. तो वो हमें लेक्चर देना चाहिए, वहां बोलना चाहिए. उन्होंने बोला कि मैं 18 घंटे 20 घंटे पढ़ता था.
Dr. Rana, if you do not mind, could you please continue in English, sir? We do have from all over India, from different languages as well.
Okay, so I take your point. So that is about my point is that always address the peoples, always address about as per their age, as per their expectations. So work life balance is like that. If you are do your best, and after 40 years you will enjoy this about the fruits on a one tree. What about your contribution toward the society? You will end of the day achieve that results. So with this, that is my this the discussion with all of you. Don't bother. Do always your best. 3A academic, accreditation, and your affiliations, and 3P for the faculties. That is a more important thing: patent, publications, and the project, and that is your individual USP. So yes, I have mentioned the many. So sorry if I hurt you, if I use any this about the wrong words. But here I'm share my knowledge in front of you for this outcome-based education. Again, thank you all, and thank you the organizer Fatima. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. So we are now open to any questions from the audience. So I have a question from Professor Singham Jaintu. He's asked a question saying, may you please throw some light on your experiences with any industry problems and solutions provided by a group of scholars, faculty, etc.
Professor, in fact, we are the private institution. So if you go with any DST or the DRDO, your project maybe that the project is not come from IITs or NITs. Now point is that yes, many your point. Yes, I have the part of around 39 plus corporate hubs where they are approached to me and I approach to them to share my knowledge. A pest suit minimization algorithm that is by my name. So these companies use for their day-to-day life and for their development. Identify such companies, those who are associated with you, because no company is big or small. One of the day, these small companies may be big. So we have received the responses from all new venture capitalists, new entrepreneurs, but it is up to us, Professor, how we take this for justify their problems, justify their. And point number one. Point number two, you will receive the honorarium from them. So do not hesitate to take this honorarium. Take this honorarium to strengthen your research lab. And that's why I'm the founder of 8 unresearched lab we call Amity. So take this money for the development for other companies. So they will again approach to you and you will provide the solution. There's the one more point, Professor Singham, if it is possible, enroll your college in ENACT US Inactors.
Mr. Shivakumar, could you please go on mute?
Earlier, that is the SIFE, Student in Free Enterprise, where you will receive research amount across the globe. So do not stop yourself, Professor. Whenever your time, go with new entrepreneurs, If they are not able to give you money, don't worry. Share your mind with them. End of the day, they will find the good customers like ZTE, Tech Mahindra, Canvas, and TCS, SAP. Many companies they are come to us or many big players. They said, "Ki, we have a problem. You have a solution." Then we said, I never said no. I said, yes, I have a solution. And say, okay, Professor, you are brilliant. Then say, I'm not. Yes, I'm brilliant. Obviously, yes, I'm brilliant. But I share this knowledge. I share this query to my students and identify the solution. So,
Thank you very
Professor,
much.
thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much, Rana sir. In fact, my query was based on my experiences long back as a scientist for 2 decades in CSIR as well as Ministry of Mines. I did more than 120 projects, including many solutions from the industries. Especially, I belong to mining engineering. And what I could find is, we as a faculty, is my voice audible, madam?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. As a faculty, I mean, as a professor since 2006 in NIT Rourkela, after 2 decades of experience as a scientist in CSIR labs as well as Ministry of Mines, with 2 years assistant manager in mines, with all these little experiences, what I could find is whatever the projects we give, whether it is for BTech, MTech, PhD, whatever it is, there are so many problems in the industry or in the society. So we should look for and try to identify the capabilities of our interests of the students and counsel them better so that you identified a right student for the right problem, association with right problem, so that we can make them just like a KFC chicken, ready-made solution provider when they leave with a degree. That's what I could understand based on my this little experience of 35 years, in which 15 years as a professor in NIT Rourkela and 2 decades as a scientist in CSIR and Ministry of Mines, including 2 years as an assistant manager in very big mines, largest mines in southern India. This is what just I wanted to convey when it comes to industries and outcome-based education, what is expected. That's what just I want to share some of my views. Thank you very much, Rana sir, for your excellent talk presentation about this industry-oriented and then outcome-based are the expectations from the industry. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Of course, tomorrow I am going to deliver a talk, maybe at around 3 p.m. It is scheduled around 3 p.m. Over to the organizers, please.
Professor Suchitra, you can ask your question, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm not a professor per se. I'm right now doing my PhD. I have been assistant professor for 4 years before this. And so I was just asking, the engineering side teaching faculty, we are not expected to do B.Ed, or we are not expected to do courses in student psychology or teaching learning methodologies. Many of us even don't have industrial experience before coming to teaching, right? So how important do you think all these are before we start teaching? Because personally, I have done courses from NIPPR, Chennai, in student psychology and learning methodologies, outcome-based education. And I have had my industry experience from petro companies like ONGC and HPCL. So I found that they contributed a lot when I started teaching, because I could actually correlate the industry to the curriculum, and I could explain that this is what is expected from the student when you are going to the industry, or when you are working somewhere, or when you are designing something. So how important do you think that these experiences or these courses are important for a teacher who is going to start teaching the engineering students?
The question me, Dr. Suchitra.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a question for you, sir.
I'm so sorry, there are some network issues there, but whatever I heard from your side, now you are guru. And important thing is that compare the one thing is any NIT or the IIT or IIMS is the part of NEC or NIRF or some other big, no one. Important point is that whatever the assignments you have, whatever the responsibility assigned to you, your department or your seniors, first it is our duty not to take around the responsibility for around 1 or 2 students that deliver the talk as per around 5 to 7% student, but all 60 students. So first, we justify your the duties towards all 60 students. Whenever you have the tutorials, whenever you have extra time, groom them with respect to the cutting edge technology. After that, when any company or any outside agency, like I'm not so fortunate to associate myself to start my career with any renowned prestigious research labs, but I'm so lucky that when I join my organization, I start my labs or research lab with respect to my relationship or with respect to the industry demand. So do not compare two things about what is the going on in the market and about your duties. Whenever you do your duties with honesty and the full commitment, your requirement and the market requirement may be matched after this the 2 year or 3 years. 2 or 3 years means whenever they complete their degree. And that's why I hear the touch the one word IOV. Some professor asked the one question to me on the Saturday on the one forum. They said, I'm surprised that many universities run BTech, computer science, and the same IT. Then I said, because you are not from industry, sorry, not from education. And he is the CEO of one of the big company. If you have no portfolio, then why ask the question to me? Then I make a reply, because IT, every 2 years we change our syllabus, but computer science is the foundation degree. Computer science with respect to change our syllabus every 5 years. We use the cutting edge technology in IT, not in the computer science and engineering as per their course mapping and as per the expectation by the industry. So, Dr. Suchitra.
Just one more little thing. Is he there?
We seem to have lost the speaker. Let's just
I have some observations.
Yes.
If permitted, Madam, is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Your voice.
Yeah. Regarding your query, Madam, we are happy to listen to you. I say, based on whatever I said, my little experience of 35 years. When we are teaching, for example, electrical engineering, or I don't know, what is your background, Madam? Which engineering discipline? Chemical. Chemical, right? Okay.
Yes.
So when you are a chemical engineering background, so it is expected for a wide acceptance by our students also. Suppose if you are teaching somewhere in some processing plant or a gold processing, whatever it is, then if already you worked in some industry, then you will have a very good acceptance by the next generation, your students. In that way, in this platform, I want to give some message to our, I think there are international audience in this, that if you are really want to be the best teacher, the best way is whatever I was told by my professor, late professors, right, who are very eminent in India and international level. They told me, and what I used to follow is, if you want to be the best teacher in the world, first you work in that industry for which you want to teach, at least a couple of years. And I will tell you how to get that experience also. Then try to do some research where you will be knowing in the beginning when you are working in that industries, a couple of years, you will understand what are the problems of that industry. And later, you may not be able to even solve those problems. But when you are in the research line later, whether as a scientist or whatever it is, scholar, then you will get the opportunity to know internationally what are the different approaches being followed to solve that type of problems in the international level. Then with all these experiences, that means a two years, couple of years in the industry, couple of decades in the research, I mean, scientist or whatever, then when you shift to the teaching line to make your next generation strong with your wide experiences, then there will not be any lacuna because you know what are the problems you faced as a assistant manager or whatever it is. And you are the witness for that. You know that problems, and then you try to learn some of the solutions in the international scenario. And then you are coming up with, there may be some problems solved, unsolved, whatever it is, and you know the reasons. Then you are going to teach our next generations, which are more smarter and like smart like you, right? Smart generation, smart city, smart mining. That has been our main approach, what I have been following since 2006 as a professor here. After 2 years industry experience and 2 decades as a scientist. That's what, and we have rightly coined in 2006 itself, transdisciplinary, translational, industry-oriented research and academics straight away. And we have been working with all the teams, including biomedical, even LVPI, institute, we have MOU with them, with so many medical and engineering backgrounds. So this is what, just based on my little experience, I wanted to communicate to you, madam.
Very helpful, sir. Very helpful. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow we will be discussing in details about some of my experiences, maybe useful or useless for our next generations, or to make it more smarter. Okay, madam. Over to you. Organizer, madam.
Dr. Rana, sir, just one more thing I wanted to mention, that you have correctly mentioned about our president, our ex-president, Abdul Kalam, sir, that, you know, in visionary teachers and scientists, he mentions that teachers are the one who mold the characteristics of the student and makes them capable future citizens of the country. So, yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like when you mentioned that we shouldn't be bound by our boundaries, that we should always be expressive, that we should reach out more to the students and explore more, just like Mahatma Gandhi, go out and do it instead of being cooped up and, you know, sitting in our staff rooms and doing something like that. So I just wanted to ask you, what's the best way to motivate a student, especially a private engineering college student, whose general expectation is just to finish the course, you know, pass ho jaye to kafi hai, that kind of mentality. How do we pull somebody from it?
Dr. Suchitra, in fact, there are two things. One is about the mission and one is about the duty. Duty is the responsibility where you earn money, where you justify towards your qualification and all these things. So duty is the one thing. So you are the best teacher. You are the person who able always share your minds with the all 60 students, for example.
Yes.
But what about the good human being? What about the guru? Because guru is not like a person that you are guru. That's why I'm share the example with the Sachin Tendulkar ji or Modi ji. So guru, it is not possible that you make a guru to everyone. So at least take 4 or 5 students, share your mission with them and their vision and their the junoon. So there's a one integration between the two parties like yours, so that you will become a true guru to nurture them for next 2 or 3 years journey. Then you will find, Dr. Suchitra, all IITs or IIMs professors. That's why the senior most professor always taught the freshers, the first year or the first semester student. Why they are taught the first year student? Because these professors are easily identify the brilliant student from first year, from the first semester, and after that they nurture them for the next 2 years or 3 years. That's why they are not to file many patent if they are able to file one patent, and the one patent is equal to around billions of dollars. So that is about my point of view. It is not possible that you become the guru for everyone. We are here for guru because we are belong to the community, we are belong to the society. But guru belong to the one or two students, then really you enjoy your life. Dr. Suchitra, please.
Dr. Rana, I have always blamed Dronacharya for not picking the other Pandavas and making them great, but today I really appreciate that you have clarified that, you know, it is the responsibility of the guru to pick the student who is more suitable for the job instead of generalizing it. So I really thank you for pulling me out, sir. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, from your point of view, that is in the Srishti or in the environment, in a one tree, you are not able to find the banana or the mango or the oranges. So you have the different climates. So Dronacharya is taught to everyone, but guru for only one or two. So you are like a Chanakya. Whenever the Chanakya see the vision, ki, why I'm not the king, but I'm the kingmaker. So you are because you are not the king, but you are the kingmaker, because it is not possible to me that fight with the king. But if you are the person who make about to guide the two kings or 100 kings, that you are the best and you are the worst. If you are the worst, I'm not compromised towards my nation. I'm not compromised towards the future of nations of our country and the globe. So you like a guru, so I'm not a stop myself. That's why I take one example. In a one tree, you're not able to find everyone, and everyone might be happy.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you a lot.
Dr. Rana, we have another question on the chat box from Prakash Patel. How to fulfill the industry requirements by engineers graduated from private universities? What is the role of management, vice chancellor, faculty, and students? And how to implement PBL as well?
Ma'am, always, whatever the Dr. Suchitra asked the question to me, like the Google or the Amazon or the top companies, they are here to visit all colleges, but the bulk companies like the Infosys, the TCS, or the Cognizant or the Accenture, they are hire the student in the bulk, groom them for next 3 months to 6 months on their training. Why we are not here to provide the basic fundamental concepts? Because we are the education institution. It is our responsibility, whatever in their syllabus, whatever we shown to the UGC. So here the management responsibility is that provide the salary on time for my faculty members. That is the most important thing. So that is the role of the management only. The role of the vice chancellor, to do not compromise the best faculty or the worst faculty on the basis of PBAS. So if you go with the PBAS, then hope so many of the person not eligible for the vice chancellorship. So in our country, if you know how the big you are the politician, all this thing, you are easily identify the vice chancellor, because I'm also the witness. I was also the vice chancellor of the very universities. So PBAS and all these things, identify the good talented person, groom them. That is the role of vice chancellor, because vice chancellor is the CEO or the top the person who always motivate to all faculties and the students. And the faculty's duty is that justify towards your task, justify your duties, complete your syllabus on time, and after that you will identify those who are something best, groom them as per their industry requirement. Sign many MOUs with the many corporates. They are always open, but do not sell their, I repeat, do not sell their course to your students. So many companies you are here to find, they are open the center of excellence in your premises, but conditionally, they want around 2 crore from management and 2 crore from them. So 4 crore investment. So do not educate your management. If you are here to invest such type of amount to establish a center of excellence, I'm not here to guide any one of you. So do your duties as per the UGC or AICT recommendation, whenever as per the requirement. You will find the best students, and you will find the best student across the globe.
Thank you, sir. There is another question on the chat box that says that you mentioned that some of the colleges have a NAC A plus, but they do not have students for the faculty to teach, but still have NAC high grades. What do you think will be a possible solution to overcome these issues? Should we not have a proper system to examine what institutions mentioned with evidence just to get the NAC credits is again checked by third party?
Ma'am, you are not, if you make a third party and fourth party, then you will easily identify the next solution. So I am not here mention the name of any institution, but yes, these are the some loophole or lacuna. I'm not sure the 100%, but at least the one fish in a 1 pound always make a dirty feeling about these things. So when the parents ask the question, NAC, NIRF, and other ranking plays a very important role. But I was witness for last 3 years. That's why I am share my experience with you. And that is the quote you can mention anywhere. So I will mention the name of the organization, many organization, if the some persons or the responsible person ask the question to me one-to-one, because as a teacher, it is our responsibility that always educate and nurture for the future leaders of our country, not to criticize X, Y, or Z. But discuss this point to the parents. You do not go with some ranking or parameters. Go with the facilities. Go with the resources. Go with the other the amenities provided by the universities and colleges like alumni, faculties, and the infrastructure. But I am 100%. Dr. Fatima again said, yes, that is a true. If you find something, then go with east, west, north, south, center. You will find many of them.
Thank you, Doctor. So are there any other questions from the audience before we conclude the session?
Dr. Fatima, if there's no question, I request you all, there's a one point from my side. Always be positive and always think that you always update yourself with respect to the system, update with respect to the colleagues. If you make a fight with some other side, do not waste your energy to fight with some opponent. Always use this energy for your updation. And in fact, this FDP plays a very important role in your life. So whenever you go with any for increment or the for PBAS, I think in this FDP, many vice chancellors may be there, many former vice chancellors may be there, Professor Singham may be there. So many renowned professors, scientists, educationists, because professors are not so fortunate the part of such research labs. I always respect them. I always respect all my colleagues, but it is our duty. So why we are not able to provide many more good leaders, many more good educationists. So if I hurt anything, but always remember one thing, God gave this lucky life to us. I always call the lucky life. And we are witness about this pandemic. So do your best. Do not compare yourself to any person. If you love your kids, if you love your husband and wife, love your colleagues, treat them, these students, be your kids, and see the mission of your life with them. They are very, really, that is, you said that about the diamonds, who always, diamond have no cost, no sale value, but they are always the shining and make your name on the new heights. So Dr. Fatima, and thank you to all those who are here to listen me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And I believe this session was informative and knowledgeable to everyone. And on behalf of IFERP, I would like to thank all our delegates who have attended today, to the professors, academicians, and all the other delegates. I would also like to give my warmest gratitude on behalf of IFERP to our esteemed speaker, Professor Dr. Ajay Rana. Thank you so much, sir, for your information and gracing us with your presence. On that note, I would like to share some of the upcoming scientific conferences that are organized by IFERP. The International Conference on Exploring Colossal Technological Advances of the 21st Century in Science, Engineering and Technology, organized by IFERP on the 13th and 14th of August 2022 at Abu Dhabi. The Asia Pacific Conference on Education, Research, Social Science and Humanities, organized by IFERP on 7th and 8th September at Bangkok. IFERP International Conference on Future of Engineering by IFERP on 22nd and 23rd September 2022 at Manila, Philippines. I have posted some links on the chat box as well for you to go through on your own, and you can see which are the most right fitting events for you, and you can find more information about it. Our team will be happy to help. On that note, we will be concluding today's session. Thank you to all once again and have a wonderful day. This is Juveria and I'm signing off for this session.